I have one regret this month, and it is not buying this hat. Instead, I spent money on the world's most boring collection of crap and flat pack furniture. I have reached peak middle age. So if you want to judge me and my purchases and hear the stupid mistake that I made in IKEA, plus the things that you should avoid buying there, let's go. In case you missed the memo, I have been tracking my spending this year in an attempt to take better control of my finances. So let me share what I bought in October beyond, food and bills and basic living expenses. Anything I can find a link for will be in the description box below. Okay, first, I spent $76 on mermaids. The local aquarium had a Pirates and Mermaids event on at the time, so Sam, Scout and I decided to make a day of it. It was great, but it was pricey for what it was. And then, of course, there were extras. $21 for a photo. One single photo. And it came out blurry. I went back and forth with the staff and then management. They wouldn't give me any discount, but they did eventually agree to give me a second photo plus the digital files. But really, it was not worth it. If you are going to be going to something like that, try and take your own photo too, if you can. We also spent $26.50 on a stuffed turtle for Scout. This is Bobo. In fairness though, she does love it. Or her, rather. Bobo's a girl, apparently. And you've already heard that I stopped myself from buying the world's best hat, thus saving myself $25, but costing me much regret. Next was a boring one, overdue book finds. 60 cents, well spent at the local library. After that, I spent $18 on canned food for a food drive. I'm not the world's most selfless person, but I do like to do little bits here and there if I can. One thing I do want to recommend while I'm on the topic is to use Amazon Smile. Amazon will donate a small percentage of your purchase price to a charity of your choice. I donate to the local children's hospital. All you have to do is shop at smile.amazon.com. It is still the same site, it's still all the same prices, but some of your dollars will be donated instead of going directly to Amazon. It's a small thing, but it does add up. It takes zero extra effort on your part and it doesn't cost you a single extra cent. So why wouldn't you? Bookmark the Smile version of the site like I have so you don't forget to use it. I spent $2 on brushes at Dollar Tree. This one was for my water bottle. Unfortunately, it doesn't even fit in it. And this one is for scrubbing the shower. My life is all kinds of exciting. But I also bought slime there for Scout. Is it too late to try and go viral with slime video? Is that too 2017? $1 for that, and considering that she was very ill all through October, anything that distracted her for a while and put a bit of a smile on her face was worth it. Next up was a trip to the happiest place on earth, IKEA. Part of my 19 before 2019 challenge was to finally unpack everything in this house and to get completely settled in. So I wanted some new furniture. First up was this bookcase for $109. I hadn't necessarily outgrown the last one, but things were starting to get a little bit cramped, whereas here there is room to grow. I bought 4 doors for the bottom. I initially wanted the drawers, but even though the drawer faces take up half the space of a cube, the actual drawer itself inside is really shallow. So instead I opted for the doors plus these plate risers. It's not perfect, but it's working for now. Another thing I don't like, just in case you are considering getting the same setup, is that the doors have to be drilled into the unit. So if I ever change my mind, I want to remove the doors, there are going to be holes left over. So yeah, just something to be mindful of. The doors were $17 each and the plate risers, shelf things were $6 each, so a total spend of $92 on those. The old unit is now upstairs in our new playroom. I am going to be showing you that in an upcoming video, but something else I bought for it while I was at IKEA was a play kitchen for Scout. It was $79. It didn't come with any of the pots and pans, though they are separate, so just be aware of that. Also be aware that it is a solid nightmare to put together. I also bought a new desk for up there. Scout has outgrown her old one, so it was time for an upgrade. I did make a terrible mistake here though. The top of the desk was $9 and I thought that the legs were $4 each, and you can actually get legs for $4 each, but for some reason the ones I picked up were actually $15 each. These ones are height adjustable, so the desk can grow with Scout. Also handy if you have an uneven surface, you can just extend one of the legs a little bit. But I would have happily gone with the $4 legs. I didn't even realize that I had spent $60 on legs until long after I had already attached them. Please learn from my mistakes. Tot up all of the stuff that you're buying plus tax before you get to the till so that you can see if the two amounts tally. Also keep an eye on things as they're being scanned to make sure that they're scanning in at the right price, and always check your receipt before you leave the store. I am just disgusted with myself. I also bought a desk pad for $6 just to try and protect the top of the desk a little bit. She is only 5 years old after all. I bought 2 file folders to keep all of her colouring books and papers and stickers and stuff in. It was $10 for a set of 2. I got this plastic tub with dividers for all her small people. That was $4. And I bought 3 little storage boxes for various other bits and bobs for $4 each. I would not recommend these though. They look pretty, but the lids do not close on them properly, or at least mine don't. That was it for IKEA then, so I headed to CVS and bought myself 2 new eyeliners just to try them out. I'm on the hunt for the perfect one. These cost a total of $20. Next was home goods, so I picked up these 2 little things for $4 and they have already come in handy several times since, so that was money well spent. I bought a new saucepan for $15. I really like that it has this little pouring lip here at the side. I bought a little Christmas salt and pepper set for my mom. That cost me $4, I think. She has those now. A new hand wash dispenser for $8 and another bottle brush, seeing as the first one did not fit. This one does cost me $3. With tax, I spent $36 in home goods. Then I was preparing for my parents' imminent arrival. It was my mother's birthday, so I wanted to throw her a little surprise party. I already had a lot of the decorations on hand just from Scout's previous birthday parties, but I spent about $45-ish on flowers, a card, a cake, balloons, little other bits and bobs. And it was so worth it. She was surprised and delighted, and I am the best daughter ever. It was a total spend for the month of $666. But it should have been only $622. Damn those expensive legs. I'm raging. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see upcoming videos on toy decluttering plus a home tour, and hop on over to this video to keep the good times rolling. Until then, Cora Mila Mahagrev, agus feici mé sib sigadua. Slán!